Welcome to the rabbit hole. I'm Anthony Cause, and I'm with
Cam 2R. See, I got it. You didn't get it episode
no,
one.
we
or
got
two,
it.
Yeah,
and I'm with
yeah,
Cam 2R, who before we started rolling, I just watched dump about 8 shots of Malibu into a cup and then sprinkle
These
Sprite
are all
on top.
allegations. These are so.
These are
so
allegations,
false.
but all I'm saying is that there's no way that cup tastes like Sprite at all. There's no way.
I'll be honest. It was already half Tito's, so I don't know.
Okay, so that cup probably tastes.
Here, let me give it a slurp for you. See if
yeah,
it's,
go ahead. Let's see.
Think it'll be some ASMR, or do you think it'll?
No, don't go that close.
Cut it in post.
Please don't go that close to the mic. Actually. Yeah.
Okay. You didn't. Yeah,
That'll
you guys
do
didn't
it.
hear it, but you probably. I think Cause saw me verbally.
Oh no, I saw it.
Regurgitate a little bit.
That's that looks like the face you make before you end up face down in a shower. Just throwing up. Just throwing up.
Sounds very familiar.
It is. It's a familiar scene for me, unfortunately.
Yeah.
It's happened more than once, which is weird. Which is definitely weird.
A little bit weird.
Face down, ass
tell
up.
us, speaking of bad experiences, tell us about how your day went today. We
Man,
didn't
dude.
know if we were going to be able to record today or not.
I had a hell of a fucking day. I just want everybody to know that, first of all, that I'm a trooper. Okay, I didn't have to be here, but I am. Well, I did have to be here. That's not. I had to be here, but I'm here.
Do you
I'm not
also
here-
want to be here?
I do want to be here. I'm not here against my will. I will.
That's
Let's
good.
start there.
I am.
Okay, that's good. I hope that you are. Anyways, people were calling me hostile too on TikTok. They're saying I'm.
Dude, you got a lot of comments. I mean, understandably, I watched that
No.
episode back, episode 1 pilot.
Yeah, honestly, now that I'm watching back the clips, I do sound very hostile. I didn't notice it.
Listening to the episode, I listened to the episode with my girlfriend, and she's like, "Man, Cause won't shut the fuck up." She was like, "He won't give you a chance to speak," and
Wow,
you're
dude.
like all tense
I
and
know.
everything.
I know. Well, to be fair, it's because I've had my own podcast for a while.
Yeah, yeah.
and
I was
so
just gonna say, like,
I
you had
feel
experience,
like
I
an
don't.
itch to constantly say something because normally I have to, but I'm slowly starting to realize that I could kind of ease off the gas a little.
Yeah.
So we're getting that. Anyways, this
Yeah,
morning.
you're not used to listening. You're used to speaking,
Yeah,
not listening.
I'm not-
Take that into account, ladies, when you DM Cause. He's not a listener.
Yeah, I'm not a big listener. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm a big advocate on speaking and never listening. But anyways, you asked me about my day.
I did.
It started out, I woke up this morning. I woke up with one of those migraines where it's not just like your head hurts, but it feels like you need to like also violently throw up.
So it feels like a hangover when you didn't drink. Basically.
Exactly. That's the worst part is I didn't even make any bad decisions, but I got dealt a terrible hand, you know? I mean, obviously if I'm going to go out, drink 8 tequila shots and then finish it off with 7 cigarettes, I expect to wake up not feeling great, right? But
Yeah.
I went to bed last night probably at a reasonable hour, and I just woke up this morning.
Which
with-
is what hour exactly?
I don't know, 3, 4 in the morning maybe. And I woke up this morning feeling off of 6 beautiful hours of rest, feeling like shit. And then to cap it off, the migraine goes away and my body was like, hey, wouldn't it be fun if you started shitting everywhere? So I'm not even kidding you. I spent about 45 minutes on the toilet, and it wasn't one of those moments where it's like, I don't want to get up because I might shit again. It was just shit for 45 minutes. It was just a slow roll, just coming out of my ass. It was like a subtle drip. It was like the gutter was leaking, except it was my asshole, and it was a lot of shit. Just diarrhea after diarrhea, which I did
All
get a little
liquid, no solid.
It was mixed and matched. It was kind of switching up on me. It'd be like 30 minutes of just liquid shit, and then all of a sudden it would get solid on me. It was very weird. But
Must have been
anyways,
relieving when it got solid, though. I mean,
not really, honestly, because at that point I think my ass was bleeding from the amount of times I wiped it, so
Just
it
went
kind of
numb.
hurt. Dude, I wish it was. I'm gonna be honest with you. I wish it was because I felt something that I really never wanted to feel in my life. But anyways, yeah, welcome to the show, everybody. Hell of a way to start today, isn't it? What a beautiful
diarrhea shit.
I feel great now, just to make it clear. I feel very good. Knock on wood. I don't want to be 30 minutes into this and clenching my asshole together, but for right now, my balloon knot is feeling fantastic.
Your what?
You never heard
shit.
you never heard that?
Wait, is that a saying, or did you?
Yeah,
was that off
no,
the
I
dome?
didn't make it up.
I was gonna say that's like the funniest thing you've ever said.
Oh,
If you made
okay.
that up. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Unfortunately, I didn't. So you
Yeah.
just made me feel really shitty about myself. But
No, you can one up me. Like,
No, it's
prove me
okay.
wrong,
Well,
bro.
no,
Prove
it's
me wrong
okay.
right now.
no,
Dude, don't
balloon
you
nuts.
hate when somebody says, "Oh, say something like, oh, you're a comedian. Say something funny."
I've had people come up to me at bars and say, "Tell me a joke," and I go, "Leave," and then they laugh, and then I'm like, "No, I'm serious," and then they.
I was gonna say that must happen to you a lot because you do comedy for a
by
living.
the way, I would never say that to someone who came up like very nice to me. The only time I've ever probably fucked with people is when they're like following me around and trying to hop in my Uber. So
yeah, which we heard about episode 1.
yeah,
2, maybe?
episode
I don't
1.
know.
If you didn't hear that, I would go back because it was a good time.
Yeah,
What did you do today while we're here?
yeah, I did.
I'll work on my listening skills right now.
Yeah,
So go
I
ahead,
did somewhere between jack shit and fuck all. I just kind of sat around and same with my 4th of July. Oh, maybe I shouldn't say that because people think we're recording this like July 20th or something, but we're recording it on the July 5th.
Yeah, we
the day
record
after
everything
the first episode came out.
a week-ish in advance, just so that we never miss an
Yeah.
episode.
Yeah,
'cause we don't wanna-
all
we don't
makes
wanna
no
do that.
misses. Yeah.
Yeah, all makes no exactly. That was
Yeah.
great. That was awesome. So
Thank you.
did you have more to add? I didn't want to cut you off there.
Oh wow, you are working on your.
I am. I'm
listening
trying.
skills.
Listen, dude, and I'm not gonna lie to you.
I wasn't
it
finished.
Hurts. Sorry.
I
Right
was
when I thought I was doing. Nope. Sorry.
Hey,
I'm letting it go. I'm terribly sorry. You know what? I'm just gonna. You speak. I'm gonna just.
Oh geez, yeah. I mean, like, yeah. Let's talk about Kaz's love life again. That was funny. No, we talked about I mean, he talked about blowing his back out with diarrhea. He can't find a bitch to blow her back out though.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah, that was the Malibu speaking, man.
Yeah.
taking one sip of it.
Of the Malibu, yeah, one sip is about 8 shots, so that makes a lot of sense that it's hitting you like
no,
that.
I mean, like,
What kind of Sprite can did you have next to you, by the way? I didn't see the flavor.
dude, it was pink. I'll show it to you right now. It was Sprite lemonade. It's lemonade.
Lime lemonade. Lime lemonade Sprite.
Why is there a Y though? It's Y, not I. Like LYM, not LIM.
Oh.
Limonade.
Oh, maybe because it gives you Lyme disease. That would be great, wouldn't it? Maybe not for you, but for me. Anyways, I feel like I have something else to say.
It was about my really bad joke about you finding a girl to blow her back out.
No,
Dude,
I thought that wasn't a bad joke.
it was good. You just didn't have the reaction I would have wanted you to.
It's because I was trying not to talk, and then I also forgot to laugh. It was. I think they run inside the same circuit, and so if I'm not
Dude.
talking, I'm not laughing as well. I was that wasn't me not thinking you're funny. That was me really trying to not to talk.
Yeah, dude, there's a fucking, like, all these rappers talking about blowing her back out, but I'm actually, like, blowing my back out every day on the toilet, fighting for my life.
The only back I've ever blown out is my own.
You did it again. You did it again.
Sorry, but that was a good joke.
Yeah,
though.
you're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
I'm sorry.
Well, yeah, I'm talking about blowing my back. Wait, do you, like, blow your back out both ways? You'll what?
I stopped myself.
No, continue.
No, I don't want it.
Red light, green light. Green light.
Bright red.
Bright red. Okay. Yeah, anyways, I don't know if I eat, like, enough fiber or something. It's just, like, infinite poop glitch. You heard of that?
Do you eat
Thought
a
they
lot of
patched
fiber?
that.
I heard it's good for your gut health.
I don't know really what fiber is. I just pretend to. It's in a lot of, like,
all I know
like-
is that you get a lot of fiber from chia seeds.
like the chia pets.
No, I think if you eat those, you'll have to go to the hospital. But I think I
No, wait,
believe.
what is a chia? Like, what is a chia seeds? Are what you put?
I
on your
guess
chia pet.
technically, it is just what you eat is the seed, but not the plant that grows from the chia pet.
You ever have a chia pet?
I've never stepped that low in my life.
Mm.
I
What was
would
your
like
favorite
to.
childhood toy?
My favorite toy.
Remember
was
the eye dog? Like, actually, that eye dog. It had like the.
Is that your favorite toy?
No. I'm just saying. I like randomly remembered it was a thing the other day. It was
eye
just
dog?
a robot dog. You like pet it with its like. People know what I'm talking. People listening to this, they know what I'm talking about. Pull up a picture.
I
Do you know how to do that yet? Sure.
Yeah, I
share
got
a screen.
you.
And pull up
I
a
could
picture.
share my screen. Dude, they're $430 now.
Not that thing. The other thing. Look,
This one.
Look to the right. All those things to the right.
These little guys.
Yeah, you seen those before?
see. I kind of want to add to cart,
dude.
No.
Is that like an actual? Oh my god!
Oh, and it interacts with your pets.
That's kind of sad, dude. They sell something. They
Oh,
sell
and
a
it has
robot
home
to interact with
monitoring.
your-
Why is he
Oh,
angry?
okay.
Oh my god, iRobot Part 3. What the fuck? Somebody call Will Smith. What's happening?
It's literally, it's like a Roomba, but it doesn't clean. It
Game
just makes
prop.
faces.
What are you shooting dice with this robot?
Is this for lonely people or lonely dogs? Maybe
Looks like it's for
who
us.
need attention.
This would be great to have around.
Guys, if this podcast reaches top 10 in the world, then we'll buy this thing.
This is why I love robots. It makes children smile. So does grass. Maybe let them run
Yeah.
around a little. I live in a small island
maybe having
country.
a father that pays attention to them.
I'd
other than
love to
buying
go
them
to
a robot.
Japan, by the way. Sorry. Anyways,
What?
stop sharing. I'm sorry. I got really off topic there.
Yeah, a little bit.
What's a country you really want to go to? Like, you have to go there. You have to make it there
You
one
still
day.
haven't said your favorite toy.
Oh, fuck me. My favorite toy was probably, shit, anything that I could, like, rub on concrete. Like, really, like, nothing. Like, I hate to say it, but I was very
You made
easy.
that sound
Like,
so wildly inappropriate for no reason. You could just say chalk, dude. Chalk? Like
no,
you're
I meant
rubbing
like
a-
I would just, no. That probably sounds stupid. I meant like I would just like find like a stick or maybe rocks or like, and I just rub it up
Sounds
against
even more stupid.
concrete or something.
My favorite toy is what I find in the woods when my parents kick me
Dude,
out.
No, I mean, all right. Like a literal toy. I mean, realistically, probably my PlayStation 1.
Oh yeah, I mean,
That thing was raw. I used to sit there and play like MLB 1996.
How old are you? I thought I was older.
No,
than
I
you.
was born in. No, well, the thing was that like at the time when I got my first game console, I don't think my parents weren't going to buy me a PS2, and they were like, "How about a PlayStation 1?" And so
Oh,
instead of getting me the PlayStation 2, I got the PlayStation 1. But I mean, I was stoked out of my mind. It was my first gaming console. Like, why would I be upset? Oh wait, no, I take it back. My DS was the greatest thing I've ever owned.
oh, dude.
I take that back immediately. As fun as
unlocked.
MLB 1996 was, and I think it had like 3 buttons: hit, catch, and throw. Like that was it.
It had two teams, the fucking White Sox and the Red Sox.
No, funny enough, they had all the teams, but none of the players, I don't believe, had names on their back. And I don't think some teams even had the numbers. It was just like dudes in shirts hitting balls. Like that was it. Which also sounds like the intro to a porno. But besides the point, I will say that my favorite was my Nintendo DS and my favorite game, Mario 3-on-3 Hoops. You ever play that one?
No.
That one, dude, I don't know. I bought it used at GameStop in like 2009, and I never looked back. That game, out of any game I ever played, that has the most playtime easily.
Super unpopular opinion, but dude, they're milking this Mario shit as far as it could possibly go. It started with a dude whacking his head on bricks, and now it's like Mario Golf, Mario Tennis, Mario Olympic Games.
I do agree that they are milking the fuck out of it.
It's just an Italian dude with a mustache. That's all it is. I could do that. Well,
Yeah.
I'm not Italian, but
Well, you're missing both of those, so you actually
I also
couldn't do
can't
that.
grow a mustache. But I could like.
I was about to say.
But like, what's so special about him? Fucking Princess Peach. She needs to get a brain cell or two.
Did you know I
needs to go
actually
to
made a video
preschool.
about how
I know exactly. Yeah, that's honestly what I thought about.
my skit? Yeah. I
Yeah.
bet you do think about me at night.
Yeah, that's just the only relevant TikTok you've had in the past 3 years.
Oh man.
Sorry, that was rude.
No,
I can't even talk shit. I'm banned on TikTok right now.
Dude,
Account is banned.
No, it definitely. You are right about TikTok though. Like I do feel like, because I used to throw shit up that would get like 3 or 5 mil views, and now I'll have like one vid pop for like a mil like every week. Like
yeah,
it's,
I mean, when we first met on TikTok,
which I'm not complaining about, by the way. Like that sounds like I'm being like, I only get like 2 million views a week. Like it's pretty sad out here, you know?
Yeah, but like someone with 1.4 million followers, like you should expect to be getting a lot of views. But like,
Right. No.
isn't-
Next week I'm gonna get from this point forward. I'm gonna get 100 million views a month. I know people at TikTok. I know them. I know them all.
Then get me fucking unbanned. What are you doing?
I don't know anybody there. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't think anybody does. I don't even.
I
know
don't
if they
think anybody actually
exist.
works there. I think it's just all AI robots.
It might be.
I think it is. I think it's just all AI robots just sitting there going, "We fucking hate this Cam guy. Let's fucking rip his account off the app."
They're like Cam2R. That sounds like a porn website. Let's get him off this
Dude.
app.
Cam
Dude,
2R actually sounds like
speaking
a
of that,
gamer
no,
tag.
actually,
Sorry, I'm shutting up now. I'm shutting up. All you. Bring it to me.
Yeah,
Bring it to me. Give it to
ears
me.
open, mouth closed, eyes open. If you want,
Ass
that's
wide open. Ready
Yeah.
for you. 2 say words.
Believe it or not, I'm the one with all the Malibu in my cup, guys. Not Cause. Cause
No,
has
I have been in Margaritaville since 3:00.
before or after your ass was literally wide open earlier.
Right as it ended.
Oh right. Oh.
It
okay.
like I felt my bowels like level out, and I was like, maybe we
Margaritaville,
need
baby.
Maybe we need margaritas.
When I was little, I searched like I was super
2 girls,
full
1 cup?
myself.
Sorry, I did. Little did I know, really had nothing to do about the cups.
I mean, it had a lot to do with the cup, just not in the way you
Not in the
really
way you
want.
think.
Yeah.
Not in the way
I
I
mean,
would have preferred.
Guys, if we get to #1 on Apple Podcast,
Don't
we'll
say that.
make-
Don't
we'll
say that,
remake
because
2 guys,
it'll-
1 cup.
Don't say that. Don't say that. 2 guys, 1 screwdriver. That left some trauma.
Pardon?
You've never seen that?
No, I've seen the 1 guy, 1 jar. People got to
That-
stop counting and using inanimate objects.
Yeah, they
It's
need to really-
like.
No, listen. If you never heard of 2 guys, 1 screwdriver, keep it that way, because I
I
didn't
can
look.
kind of already assume what it's about.
Yeah, no, you can. I'm not even going to explain it, but I'm just going to let you know that it wasn't the 2 girls, 1 cup. I was curious, and I did do a Google search, but the
Yeah, I
2
still
guys,
beat to that.
the 2 guys, 1 screwdriver. The 2 guys, 1
Went
screwdriver.
fully over your head.
I'm going to be honest with you. I thought it was going to be kind of like a YouTube channel where they like fix things and teach you how to fix things. It didn't teach me anything except maybe things that I shouldn't do and things I should have never
It's
saw.
probably in your recommended videos after you watch 2 Girls, 1 Cup. By the way,
No,
I
it
still
wasn't.
watch that
It
video
wasn't.
like every day. I beat to it.
You watched it
Um,
every day. That's concerning in so many ways. So many ways. So like an unbelievable amount of ways that I can't even number on my
They have
fingers.
a part 2 where they do yellow ice cream.
I'm happy that you know that. I'm really happy that you know that, and
I
then you
don't
can
think
share
they
that with the
actually do that.
community.
I was kind of hoping you'd be like, no, they don't. I checked.
Dude, I didn't, but
Anyways, I was full of
might
myself
later.
as a child, and I searched like camscool.com on the family computer, and it happened to be a cam girl website. My entire family was in the room. They're watching like America's Got Talent or something. They look over and they see a bunch of girls like with their cheeks spread open. Like,
what cam website were you on?
I don't think it's a thing anymore,
But
but
can you link me?
I did
No,
like
I'm just kidding.
camiscool.com or something.
Okay, stop.
um,
Don't look it up right now.
No. My girlfriend texted me, and I'm telling
Oh.
her to fuck off. No, I'm kidding.
All right, that's really respectful of you.
Yeah, especially because she's going to be listening to this.
Oh, is she? She's a listener to the
She
pod?
is a listener. Yeah.
Well, congratulations. Hello, Cam's girlfriend.
Congratulations on having a woman.
Yeah, congratulations on being tied to this guy. I really, really see a bright future for you guys. Congrats and all that good
Yeah.
stuff.
Yep.
That's amazing.
Dude,
Can
my
I be the
laptop is
flower girl
on-
at your wedding?
You can be whatever you want to be, except that.
Oh, shit. I don't even
You
want
can,
to
you
go
can
now.
be
No, I don't even wanna go
wherever
now. I don't even
and
fucking wanna
whatever
go.
you want to be.
I don't want to go now. I'm not going to go.
I was just going to say you could be whatever you want to be, except anything to do with my wedding. You're not invited.
Honestly, I probably would talk too much anyway, so that's valid.
Dude, if you had a speech at my wedding, what would you say?
Oh, dude. The thing is that I couldn't even say that because I would, if you gave me that
You would
opportunity,
get arrested.
it would be the biggest mistake of your life. I would probably,
Oh, I know
like,
it would be.
I would probably take a month off just to write it. Like, just to make sure that it was the most heinous, fucked up, funniest shit that I could think of. Like, I would,
If you don't walk out of that wedding arrested, I'd be pretty
I would
disappointed in
genuinely
you.
take a month off just to work, just to work on it.
You take a month off like every other month, dude. If we're being real.
No, I don't really.
I
To
don't
me,
know.
but they were.
There were
pretty
reasons
much,
behind the recent ones, but like
they're they're pretty much all related to me going off the rails. Pretty much every time, which isn't good, which isn't a positive experience.
Off the rails in like alcohol way, or like just
no, just
midlife crisis, or like
just severe mental problems that I don't like that I refuse to address, and then they hit me like a fucking brick out of nowhere.
Episode 3 therapy session right now.
No, I don't really feel like it.
Yeah,
nah,
what's up?
I don't even go to therapy.
What's your least favorite thing about your life?
Oh.
The fear in your eyes. Just went, oh shit, nobody's ever asked me about this.
Oh man, that's an insane question. Could you imagine that being the first question? Like you try therapy and they're like, what's the
Dude,
one?
I already have it loaded up. I mean, the worst thing about my life is kind of obvious. I live in my parents' basement with my girlfriend, but
Oh,
I mean, you're like, well, that was the best part of my life.
no, I don't even know. I don't even know if I can name the worst thing. I'm a pretty optimistic guy. I don't even know why the fuck did I even say that. It just flew out of me. That was crazy.
Flew out of you quicker than the shit earlier before Margaritaville.
No, nothing was faster than that. That was like a fucking. That was like a what's it called when rocks fall from a mountain?
A landslide?
Sure.
I don't know what other thing you'd be thinking of. It is
Love that song, by the way, Dixie Chicks.
a landslide.
Pretty sure that was a wrong key and tune.
I just kind of guessed what. I don't know what that song.
Took my love and I took it down. I climbed the mountains, I turned around. You know it.
No.
And I saw my reflection
Oh, I actually
in
do.
the
Damn.
snow-covered hills. In
Okay,
a
I actually do.
landslide brought me in. Do you want me to go get all my instruments and play it for you?
Yeah. Oh, that reminds me. Last episode, we were going to talk about our terrible spending habits.
Oh,
we
shit.
We never got to it. And I
I
know we
just realized I was the first one that broke. Fuck.
We were both avoiding it as much as we
I
possibly
bought
could.
a new guitar. I may
Yeah.
have spent money on a new guitar. Whoop-de-doo. To be fair, I've been playing guitar for like maybe like 6 years, 7 years. So I was due for like a nice one. I'm just, and every musician knows that like, once you get to a point, you're due for a nice one because you start to hear the inconsistencies in a cheaper instrument.
Yeah, I actually have a fun little topic that people might enjoy listening to, because a lot of people listening aren't content creators, and they would probably want to know what the best and worst things about being a content creator are. So
I would say,
what is your least favorite and favorite thing about being a content
honestly, really nothing.
creator? You don't have... You're just
Not
level.
really, dude, because I don't mind like having to edit for like something for like 20
No, I mean,
hours.
Like, yeah, favorite and least favorite. So you have neither? You don't like it or...
Oh no, I love being able to just like work whenever like it's lit. Like when I say I go to bed at 4 a.m, like I genuinely sometimes will like today, for example, I was shitting my brains out and I had a migraine. And so I didn't really start doing anything.
And started drinking a margarita at 3 p.m. So,
No, but I didn't start. No, but I did stuff productive. I filmed my own podcast episode. Then I started editing it a little. Now I'm going to do this. And then I'm going to probably edit my other episode until 2 a.m. and then probably hit the hay at 3. So I fucking love it. I have my own schedule and I get to basically just work whenever I want.
I just realized that's probably why you're so like calm and collected. You already let all your little cause thoughts out on your regular podcast. Your
Yeah,
solo
that is
one.
why. That actually is why I think I'm talking less, because I literally talked for, I think I did it like an hour and 10 minutes or something. I'll probably cut a little bit of it down, but I think, or maybe I did at least an hour straight. And then now I'm on here right
That's
after.
crazy. I could not like I can barely sit in front of this camera and
Right.
talk like for
Yeah.
30 minutes.
Yeah,
like,
just say it to my
30
face
minutes.
that you fucking hate me.
Yeah, I could barely look at you is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, neither can
No,
I.
I could barely like I just can't sit in front of a camera and like make an hour of content off the top of my head.
Dude, you know, one
That's kinda
time I
crazy.
recorded for like 6 hours. I had like this YouTube video that was taking forever, and I literally recorded for like 6 hours. And then when I finished, dude, I just hit off. I didn't clean anything up, and then I just laid on the floor for like half an hour.
Dude, wait, speaking of like the bad spending habits, you bought a whole ass drum set to make a vlog about learning the drums, and then you never made it.
Yes, that was because when I went back to the footage, I didn't realize that you kind of needed like specific mics at a certain volume to record the drums, and I was just recording it with like the normal mic that I used on my camera.
It was just like dong dong.
And I went back, dude, and all you hear is and I couldn't. It just kept popping, and I was like, "This is fantastic." I still play the drums, but I just never got to make a video.
Does that sound good, guys?
Dude. I was like, I remember in the video, I was like, "Oh man, I really can't hit this like drum roll. Like I really can't hit this tempo yet."
And they're just like,
and all they heard was just for hours. And I was like, this is awesome. This is just amazing, isn't it? And the worst part was that I recorded like probably 20 days until I took the SD card out and was like, let's make sure that this footage sounds okay.
Oh my god. No, that's kind of the same thing I do. Like as a content creator, I record everything, and then afterwards, after I'm done with almost everything, I start editing. And then if something's fucked up, I'm like, oh well, I guess I can't post it.
That's exactly what I do. And even though I've had multiple problems in the past where audio's gotten fucked up, I continue to do it that way.
Yep. There have been times I mean, I don't make many YouTube videos, but there have been times I've like created an entire TikTok video, and then I like go to edit it, and there's a fucking sound on it, so it didn't record any of my voice. So it's just me talking over like.
That's always the worst. When there's like I know, dude, that's happened to me multiple times, and it's always when I felt like it was a good take too.
Yeah,
most of the time I do. If it's a skit, I obviously will do multiple takes, but normally when I'm just talking to the camera, I try and one take it.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, I've seen your skits recently. Yeah, they kind of suck.
Right.
And
yeah, thank you. I really appreciate that.
No, I like your skits. But I feel like the last few episodes we've been trying to talk about random shit, but like didn't even get the chance to talk about any of them.
We just cranked 30 minutes.
We kind of Oh wait, it's been oh god, it's been 30 minutes. What have we talked about? See, that's the problem with the rabbit hole is we don't know what we talk about, and like we have
all
to.
All that matters is we've been giggling the whole time, so that's literally all that matters. I mean, we could talk about freaking jerking dudes off for
Let's
30
talk about
minutes.
Abortion. What are your thoughts?
Well, maybe not that. You know, that's probably one of the. That's probably one of the topics. Maybe we want to.
One of the very few topics.
Yeah.
Need to avoid. Yeah. Can you lick your toes? Not touch your toes. Can you lick them?
If somebody, I feel like that's like the baseline of flexibility is to be able to put your foot in your mouth.
So you can lick them.
Absolutely, if I wanted to.
Serious?
Yeah, dude. I'm limber, dude. You don't even know me, dude. My hips are loosey goosey. Everything is like
those hips don't lie, baby girl.
Very loosey goosey.
Loosey goosey.
My hips don't lie, but I sure do.
I know. Trust me, I know. What?
Wait. My hips don't lie, but I sure do.
Oh god, here comes the sound. Yep, there's the sound effect. I fucking knew it, dude. See, the thing is, that wasn't even a joke though. Like, you fucking lie straight to my face every day. And
that's what I'm saying. My hips don't lie, but I do.
Yeah. But I'm just saying it's not a joke. So you can lick your toes.
If gun to my head, yeah.
You wouldn't by choice?
No, absolutely not. But gun to my head, I'm sticking that.
But how do you know you can if you like
deep?
Don't do it.
I've gotten them close, and I'm aware that I could go further.
But why? So what situation did you end up in where you got them close to your mouth?
Was probably drunk.
Gun to your head.
Probably drunk. Probably in my bed. Don't you hate when you get a little too drunk and you gotta sleep and it feels like the room is spinning?
Dude, I sleep so well when I'm drunk.
Really?
There's a my girlfriend gets pissed because like we're in she was in college last year. I graduated before her. And they had those little like dinky twin beds. And there's one night I came home from the bar. I was like, I couldn't see my feet. I couldn't see my arms. I was just like,
you went blind? What were you drinking?
I don't know,
100 proof? What the fuck were
Must have been
you?
drinking fucking like cyanide or something because I couldn't see my
Dude.
toes. I felt like a
You were drinking that 1890s special.
I felt like a Teletubby. I'm like
I would love to feel that way.
but
God, I would love to feel
people were
like a
recording me
Teletubby.
though. Like our friends were recording me laughing, and I'm like, guys, I might like die. I might have like
Dude,
alcohol poisoning.
dude, that's the
'Cause
worst.
I guess like my girlfriend literally had to take my jeans off and untie my shoes and take my shoes off, and she was like, "Do you need help?" And I'm like, "Yes, call the police." I don't recall saying this though. And then I go to sleep. I go to sleep like groaning. I'm like,
Dude, I got a funny fucking story for you. One time I actually fell asleep. This girl had like a house party, and I accidentally fell asleep at her house. And then I remember that
like drunk, passed out, or you just fucking fell asleep randomly at a party.
no, obviously
Okay,
I didn't just
okay,
I wasn't like, oh, 11 o'clock. That's not what I did. But I fell asleep once, and then I'll never, dude. And then this was during the time when I had my like severe mental crash. Like it was right before all that happened. So I was still like having like moments before then that I was just ignoring. And I remember before I had my like big like meltdown, I fell asleep, and then I remember I woke up the next day like drenched in sweat, already in the middle of a panic attack. And then the girl's house that she was at, she like woke up, and then I was just sweating, like shaking, and she's like, "What's up?" I was like, I don't even know. This never happened. This is weird." I was like,
I swear this never happens, girl.
she was like, "Are you okay?" I was like, "I just went for a jog, if you didn't mind, actually."
Just took a shower.
I was like, I don't know. It was getting real hot in here. And she was like, the thermostat's at like 65. I go, yeah, that's weird. That's super weird. I don't know. It must be your thermostat. It must be broken. I just started gaslighting her. I was like, I was like, I'm going to Uber home. As I can't control my muscles. I'm like, I'm going to go walk home. I was like 5 miles from my house.
Try to like grab the doorknob and turn it, but you keep slapping it around.
I was like, fuck. She was like, "You okay?" I was like, "Yeah, it must be like it's like
doorknob
a thing."
slippery. Doorknob.
Yeah, it's weird. I think there's an earthquake. You don't feel that? It's got to be like an 8 on the Richter scale. You don't feel that right now? Oh god. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, causes slurping down that margarita like there's no tomorrow. Dude, what's your least favorite street sign? Stop. So
Least favorite?
Least favorite. Or favorite. Both, I guess. We'll do both.
That's tough. Do you have yours in mind?
I mean, favorite might be Roadwork Ahead just because of the iconic vine.
That's a solid choice. That's a safe choice.
Yeah. And you know, it's a good sign. It's like letting you know that there's roadwork ahead. There might be cops, might be potholes.
That's true. That's very true.
Least favorite, not really a road sign, but beware of dog signs.
Okay. So we're just saying whatever the fuck we want.
Any sign.
Right. Okay,
Least
so
favorite
now
sign.
it's just signs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gemini, Sagittarius, you pick it,
Right.
man. Least favorite sign, whatever the sign is.
I would have to say
Sign of the Times by Harry Styles. I don't know.
my least favorite. Shit, probably a yellow light. I know that's not.
Okay.
No, but
I know I said beware of dog sign. That's a
Okay.
fucking light, bro.
No, but it's involved in the road sign.
No,
It's-
that's a good point though. Yellow lights are so pointless.
I don't like it because I never know if I should slam the gas or hit the
No,
brakes.
it's literally, I said this before.
I
in a
never
video.
can
I was
gauge
like,
the distance correctly.
Yeah, I was like, you see a yellow light, you either floor it or slam the brakes. Up to you.
But I never
like,
pick the right one. I'm either flying through a red light or I slam the brakes and I didn't even have to.
Yeah, and
like I
there's
could have
someone behind
rolled
you that
through.
might rear end you. Like
Exactly.
they're gonna go for it and you're not going for it. It's just
And then I hate when
Bad
somebody else
situation
is
to
in
be
the
in.
car and they're like, "You totally could have made that." I go, "Get the fuck out."
yeah. I
out.
was like, I
I
just had a
unlock the
full
car
mental.
and I go, "Walk." Fucking
I had
walk.
a full mental battle. You have no right to tell me what I could or couldn't do.
Yeah, dude, they don't even know the trials and tribulations that I just went through.
You just lost
staring
3
at
years,
this yellow light.
3 years of your life down the drain because
They
of
don't
that
even
yellow light.
understand what I just had to experience because they're swiping through TikTok, controlling.
Yeah,
the
then they
music
just
as well.
feel the brakes and look up. They're like,
Yeah,
oh,
they're
he
like,
could have
"Why'd
made
you hit
that."
the brakes so hard?"
Shut
I go,
the fuck up.
"Shut the fuck up! Why don't you hop in the back seat or get the fuck out?"
Yeah, I mean, yellow lights.
And my favorite is obviously a green light. I mean, you can't go wrong with it.
That's a good point.
I'm also a big fan of the bend in the road sign.
Really?
Yeah, because it throws the little car on there, like letting you know that there's a little.
I
bend.
I don't know what. I feel like there's a lot of different signs that say there's a bend in the road. I don't know exactly which one.
I like them all.
All like the one that is an S shape, like a.
Oh, that's a favorite right there.
Mm-hmm.
I love it because then I know that I could, for the next 30 seconds, I get to feel like a NASCAR driver or an F1 driver. I get to feel like I'm better at driving than I actually am.
Now, you know what pisses me off about beware of dogs? Like, okay, beware of dog signs.
Rarely does anyone really quick. Rarely does anyone who has the sign actually have a dog to beware of.
I was just gonna say it's almost always ironically. It's always either like they don't have a dog at all and they just thought it was cool and like swag, or they have a little white fluffy yappy dog that won't
Chihuahua.
shut the fuck up. Yep. Yeah, or one of those
named like
Shih
Sprinkles.
Tzus. Yeah, Shih Tzus or whatever.
Named like
Fluffy.
named like Princess
Princess Fluff.
Yeah, Pearl or something. Yeah. Honestly, actually, that's actually funny. Actually, I feel like the people who name it's more the scary dogs that have like funny. Like I've seen like people who have like the scariest pit bull I've ever seen named like Princess
Bubbles.
Pearl. Yeah.
Yeah,
They're like, the thing's like it's like foaming at the mouth, and they're like, "Here's Princess, need Princess," and I'm like, "Princess looks like it's gonna bite my fucking fingers off."
Yeah. Then there's a little yappy white dog, and it's like, yeah, that's Big Dave.
Yeah, it's a killer. they name it like Killer or something.
That's Killer Chuck right there.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't
monster killer of ants and other insects.
Yeah, dude.
No, but beware of dog signs.
Dude.
Honestly, to me, my
Do you have
small
a dog,
brain,
by the way?
I do, yeah, but I don't have
How
a
old?
beware of dog sign.
What type?
She's like 7. She's a mix, a lab mix. I know. I hate when people say that, like, oh, lab mix.
Yeah, I mean,
but
it makes sense. I mean, you don't really know. Yeah, that makes sense.
But yeah, beware of dog signs honestly sound like warm invites to me more than anything. I've very rarely. There's been one time my neighbor has a beware of dog sign, but he has a literal canine thing, not
that's
canine
fair.
unit.
Yeah, yeah.
Like an actual dog that worked as a cop as like
Then you need to beware.
Yeah, I know, but like I see that and I'm like, oh, it must be a cute little fluffy white dog that I can go pet, even though I hate the look of fluffy white dogs. They look like a dirty Swiffer. But
They do, dude. I look like I could put it on the end of a stick and like really clean my fan.
I thought you were gonna say roasted over a fire.
Oh God, dude.
I was like, what the fuck?
Oh no, of course not.
I was about to say mix in a water. I mean, yeah, I wouldn't be opposed to that though, but
what? Dude, you know what's really funny that I really got to say is my dog is an absolute piece of shit. No, not the dead one, the alive one. He is an absolute piece of shit. He sits in the yard and there'll be like ants that walk by and he'll just be laying out there and he'll lick it up and then spit them out and watch them run and then lick it back up. And I literally go over and like pick him up and I'm like, you are terrorizing these poor ants. Dude, or better yet, he'll find an anthill sometimes and he puts his paw over like he's going to smash it and then takes it down. And then he puts his paw over and then he
darkness.
And I'm like, what are you? I'm like, do you
darkness,
know what you're
sunlight?
Dude, yeah,
darkness,
yeah.
sunlight.
No, it's like Horton Hears a Who. And I'm like, dude, you're terrorizing these fucking ants.
They don't know what day it is anymore.
Or my favorite is when he finds a cricket and then I like sneak up on him and I'm like, hey, what are you doing? And then I just see him sitting there with his mouth shut and then you just hear a faint cricket. And I'm like, open your fucking mouth. And I sit here.
Wait, it's in his mouth.
He just holds it. Or the worst is when he finds a live cicada, and then all of a sudden,
cicada,
the things that go like zzz, like you hear in the trees, like the
oh.
And I literally will walk outside, and I hear like a muffled cicada, and I'm like, what the fuck? And then he's looking at me like with his mouth just shut, and I hear bzzz, just in his. I'm like, dude, spit it the fuck out. This is not funny. He doesn't even eat them. Like, he won't even eat them right away. It's almost like he enjoys, like, torturing the fuck out of them, and then he'll swallow them whole. It's disgusting.
Fucking insane.
Dude.
No, my friend's dog
insane.
is more my dog. My friend's dog. Like, my dog won't hurt a fly. She tries to. I mean, she fucking sucks at it. She's kind of chubby, so she can't really catch the little squirrels and rabbits. But my friend's dog, His name's actually Charlie or Chuck, like Big Chuck.
And
He
so funny
deserves
when
it.
People
He deserves it.
when people name dogs like people names. Like I met a dog once that was named like Charlotte, and I was like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
I met one named Nelson.
That's insane.
No, but Chuck was like, he literally like he uses his paws and like jabs at chipmunks and like pops them. You could hear a pop. It's so.
Oh my
gross.
God.
I know. I'm like traumatized when I run over a frog or a chipmunk or whatever. But he's like, yeah, you're raising your hand. Don't interrupt. Good job.
I have a story for you.
Yeah. Good. I feel like we haven't told a single story. We've just been back and forth.
I
about
got a
random
hell
shit.
of a story. So
Please do. I'm
my
ready.
my dad has a friend that he grew up with that all of his family lives like way up in Michigan. Like I'm talking like basically once you get there, it's like 30 minutes to Canada, maybe not even, maybe. You know, so it's very extremely north in the United
Michigan
States.
pretty much is Canada. I have so much beef with every state. We can talk about that later.
We will. Anyways, the first time I go up there, I'm not used to like people, you know, people who live out in like the middle of nowhere. They're big. Most of the time, they're big on guns, right? And so I go up there, not really expecting, like I was going up there because they said like, oh, we could like race the ATVs. There's going to be like this dirt racing show that we can go see. I was like, oh yeah, cool. Big trucks, monster trucks. Cool shit. I love that, right? And we got to like go on ATVs on trails and shit. I almost concussed myself. We'll get to that later. But what's important here is that I'll never forget first day we woke up, right? First day, like we got there late at night the night before. Wake up the next day, bright and early in the morning, sun was out. I'm thinking, all right, what the hell are we gonna do? First thing, I fucking walk out the back door to go like sit out on the porch or whatever and like drink a cup of coffee. Fucking my dad's friend just hands me a rifle. He's like, listen, so we got a gopher problem. I was thinking maybe you could handle it. And I was like, whoa. So I was like, dude, he just hands me a gun. I'm like, what the fuck? He's like, we got a gopher problem. Figured you could handle it. I was like, I don't know. I don't what? And so I feel like a guest. I don't want to kill the animals, but I can't decline because I don't want to be a rude guest. So I'm like, all right. And he's telling me like, listen, they're eating the crops. Like if you don't kill them, I will. And I was like, all right, fine. Like, I guess I have to. So I'm on the side of this road with a rifle and the gophers every like 20 or 30 seconds, one of them pops his fucking head up. So I think I'm like the American sniper. I lay down and I'm eyeing in on this gopher hole. And all you could hear is they'll pop up and they go like pop. And I go, boom, boom, and you just hear me shooting off.
It's like a goddamn war zone.
Dude, and
gophers.
The worst part was that he gave me like a 22, which is a very small rifle if you don't know, which I didn't know at the time, but it's very small. Like it's very small bullet, but gophers are very small. So anytime I hit one, it's not like they died. They kind of blew up. And so
holy shit.
I pretty much got them all. And there was one left that was being a little sneaky bastard. And so next thing I know, I'm walking down the road, rifle at my right hip, staring down these holes, slowly walking like I'm approaching somebody. Huge truck comes flying by down the road. And I'm like, oh, fuck. I'm thinking I'm like back in the city, back in Chicago. And I'm like, oh my God, like he's going to yell at me. He's going to say I'm too close to the road. Oh my God, I shouldn't be here. Like, why? Oh my God. And I start freaking out. He stops his car, rolls down his window, without skipping a beat, goes, you got a gopher problem? And I was like, yeah. And he goes, I got a 48 in the back of the truck. You want that? And I'm like, no, sir. Thank you. And he goes, all right, give him hell, and drives off. Craziest
Dude,
fucking...
if you told this story without telling me where it was, I would guess like somewhere down south. But
well, yeah, I'm going to be honest. Most of them have like kind of a Canadian accent, but I can't do the Canadian accent. So I always, I defer to the Southern, but he no bullshit goes, give him hell, and drives off. And I was like, what the fuck? Like I was just walking around.
A gopher problem sounds like the one problem I would want in my life. That sounds fucking hilarious.
Yeah, dude. Like I was just walking around with this rifle too. And I thought the guy was going to pull up and like yell at me. And he pulls up and starts reaching in the back. He's like, I got like 3 back here. If you maybe want one. I was like, no.
Bigger explosion when you hit the gopher.
He was like pulling him out. Like this was some basically a gun
farmer's
shop.
market.
And he was like, that one you got, sure, that might make him a little bloody. This one will turn him into a goddamn firework. And I was like, no, I don't want to turn him into a
this
firework.
one will make him say, Mr. Stark, I don't feel so good.
Like, he was like, if you, and then he goes even back more in the back, and he goes, but this one, you won't even find the fucker. And I was like, all right, sir, I'm okay, but thank you. And then that's when he goes, give him hell, and he drives off. And I was like, that was fucking the craziest experience of my life, because I've never experienced like that way of living. You know, like it's just so it's so different. Like,
Dude,
so, like
very,
you know,
very similar to the story you just had. I went to Puerto Rico recently. Another thing I did for TikTok, I literally went to Puerto Rico because I made a TikTok and said like, oh, whatever this filter lands on, I'll go there. And it was Puerto Rico.
Yeah, dude, you make very poor business decisions.
They're not business decisions. I mean, I guess they are because TikTok is a business, but they're also life decisions. So
Right.
I make poor life and business.
Did you ever gone to Puerto Rico before that?
No. First time.
Okay, well then,
And I don't know a lick of Spanish. I know French. I'm a French boy.
You know French.
I could get by.
That's crazy. I never knew that about you. Did you take it in high school or something?
Yeah, I took it in high school and college, but all my French professors
Do you have a
and
minor
teachers.
in French?
No.
Major.
No.
Oh.
Just kind of did it for credit. But they
That's
none of them knew.
wild.
Like my high school professor, I had one for like 3 or 4 years. He was like a lost puppy. He like had no idea what he was doing. The one thing I remember him saying are babies smell good, old people don't. That's the only thing I remember him saying. Then my college professor, he was British, like he grew up in I think London.
Okay.
And he was from Scotland. Visited Sweden for
A lot of accents.
5
happening.
years. Yeah. It was a hell of a class.
I was going
He
to say,
studied
dude.
French and he lives in America. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Holy
Like,
shit.
why can't I just have a regular French person teaching my French class? So he's like, actually, he might have been Scottish, not British, but he was like, but I got a question for you. What does say mean? I'm like, that means there is or whatever. He's like, no, but I got another question for you. What is heavier, a kilogram of steel or a kilogram of Hey, you ever seen that video?
Yeah.
I love that video, dude. But I got a question for you. What is heavier, a kilogram of steel?
You do a pretty good act. I'm not even going to lie. It's pretty good. I've never been there, and I don't know how accurate that is, but
what's
to my
your
ears,
best accent? I don't even remember the story I was going to... Oh, Puerto Rico. Actually, hold up. Before we get to accents, Puerto Rico, they have an iguana problem there. Iguanas aren't native there. It's like a tropical island, so people would think that they are native there, but they're not. People brought them there as pets.
Oh, kind of like the Everglades.
Sure.
The Everglades have pythons, and they shouldn't because people brought them there.
Yeah. People brought them there as a joke and then just let them free. But they have an iguana problem, which I think is hilarious. But like one of the people, we stayed with a Puerto Rican family that mostly speaks Spanish, so that was another thing. I felt like a baby in calculus class. I just felt fucking lost.
You were like, "Como se cup?" You probably just sounded like you probably sounded so American.
They taught me one thing, and it was "Vamos puñeta," and it means "let's fucking go."
Oh, that's
so
fire!
I
That's all you need to know.
That everywhere I went.
That works for every scenario, honestly.
Yeah, her parents were like, "Do you want water?" And I'm like, "Vamos puñeta, bitch."
Dude, yeah, right. Absolutely. That does work for every scenario. Like somebody has like a severe injury. You're like, let's fucking go. Like we got to go to the hospital.
But the weird thing though is in Puerto Rico, that means let's fucking go. But I think every other Spanish speaking country, Mexico specifically, it means like, I want to come on you or something like that.
No fucking way. There's absolutely
no
way.
Maybe like suck my dick or something weird. Like
that's
it
even
has
better.
Nothing to do with something weird.
So it still
like
works
that.
for any scenario.
I guess so. Yeah. I mean, if you say to the wrong
someone's
person,
like, "Why would you do that?" And you're like, "Suck my dick," right?
Yeah. If you say to the wrong person, you'll end up like Bill Cosby. So I don't know if I would.
What? I'm gonna be honest. I don't even know what that joke meant.
Just accusations against you. Bill Cosby is certainly guilty, so it's not accusations, but
certainly, most definitely.
It's just maybe
it's not like a
R. Kelly's also
question.
Guilty. I couldn't think of someone off the top of my head that would be like very like
OJ.
Well, he did it. Obviously, he made a book that said "If I fucking did it" or something.
How funny is that too?
That's so crazy to me. If I did it, I did it, I would have done this. And then the police are like, "Oh wait, he did do that. What do you know?"
Dude, what was so funny is he was like, He made a book called If I Did It, then gave a 200-page detailed description.
Imagine, even if you, like, say he had nothing to do with that whatsoever.
Oh my God.
Even if you did that having nothing to do with it, that would still be fucking batshit crazy.
Oh, man. It
Like,
would.
Yeah, if his friend died and he said like, if I did it, that would be even more fucked up, honestly. Like his friend died and they're like,
Dude.
oh, we think the friend's wife did it. Then OJ's like, well, if I did it, I would have done this.
Oh man, that is just fantastic.
Oh wait, yeah. Anyways, iguana problem in Puerto Rico. We stayed with a Puerto Rican family and like we went out with like it was actually my girlfriend's roommate from freshman year in college. They were only roommates for like 3 months, but they stayed friends. So we stayed with her family. I'd never met them before, so it was kind of weird. But it was awesome that they let us there. And we went on the North America's longest zip line with them, with her and one of her friends. And one of her friends lives in like the Puerto Rican mountains, and there was an iguana problem. And he gets an iguana. He like left his door open one day, and he left an iguana was in his yard and went into his house. And dude, wild iguanas, I guess, they use their tail as a weapon and they fucking whip you if they get mad at you. So you can't just like pick it up and throw it out. You have to like use a broomstick and like jab it like, hey, fuck off.
Oh, damn, dude.
Like whips you with its tail. So he spent like 45 minutes trying to get it out. I find it hilarious still. Like same with the gophers. I'm like, dude, that's a hilarious problem.
Speaking of that in general and like just like shit that, you know, you wouldn't want to have to deal with. One, I've always wanted to go to Australia, but the more videos I see about
tarantulas,
creatures, no, not even those,
scorpions,
dude. So much shit,
so many different things.
I've seen photos of people like they have a snake coming out of their toilet, which is my biggest fear, by the way.
That's literally one of my biggest fears, and I live in bumfuck. I'm like, there's no snakes anywhere near me. Yeah. I've seen one snake in my life, and I still like look down at the toilet before I sit on it, and like I try to hustle off the toilet.
Snakes out of the toilet, scorpions, these tarantulas that literally look like they came from the Harry Potter movies.
Another thing I did for TikTok, I ate a tarantula. I don't know if you knew that.
I vividly remember that video.
That was
sickening to watch.
Very long.
It's sickening. Didn't you also throw it up on YouTube?
It was my very first YouTube video. I was eating a zebra.
Literally sick as fuck.
Yeah,
absolutely
eating a dehydrated zebra tarantula. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know why you ever agreed.
Even Gordon Ramsay couldn't eat one. Like he went to a country that like specializes in cooking tarantulas or something, and he couldn't do it. He was
that's
like, oh, this is disgusting.
Rancid. That's fucking rancid.
But dude, there's this Australian video I saw the other day. It was a dude flying his little plane, like he has a pilot license. Flying his little plane, there's a tarantula on the windshield, middle of the flight. What the fuck do you do in that situation? Drive
the plane into the nearest mountain.
That's what I was thinking. I'm like, there's no way I can make a safe landing.
I would see it and go.
I saw there's a spider on my windshield on the highway one day, and I almost went 0 to 60 into the nearest intersection.
I'd brake check his ass.
If he was on my windshield and it has sticky legs, dude.
He thought he could catch a free ride. I'm gonna go 60 to 0.
That's almost what I did. Him up. That's almost what I did, but on accident. I almost went into the nearest rock or like the nearest car to get this thing off my windshield.
One time what was on my fucking windshield that was freaking me out? Fuck. It might have been a spider or something, which rarely I see over here. And all I remember is my first thought was to just hammer down on the windshield wiper fluid and not let go.
Mm-hmm.
I just fucking drowned this thing in chemicals and then fucking whisked it off my windshield.
Dude, what's your go-to way to
if he lived to tell his
spider?
Friends, he probably had a traumatic experience. Sorry. Go ahead.
What's your go-to way to kill a spider or like a bug in your room?
Or
do you kill it, or are you one of those ones that like, oh, it's God's creature, I can't kill it. I gotta trap it in a cup.
Honestly, most of the times I'll just like grab it or something, like if I can grab it, or I'll just grab it with like a paper towel and I'll just throw it outside.
What about like a bee?
Most of the time I have to kill those because my dog will follow it around in the yard and try and catch it in his mouth. So
your dog sounds fucking hilarious,
dude.
Get your dog on this pod.
I watched him. I heard like a bee buzzing by my around, and I wasn't really concerned about it. And then all of a sudden I hear just like teeth trying to chomp together. And I was like, and I had my headphones on. I was editing on like on my, in our backyard.
This beat is sick, dude.
I was editing in our backyard and I just faintly out of my headphones, I hear just like chomping of teeth. And I'm like, what? And I look up and my dog's jumping and just like trying to clamp his jaw around this bee. And one time he caught what's the craziest shit? He caught a dragonfly out of midair. And I was impressed, but I was also like, spit it out right now. That's gross. Spit it out. And I had to
What
make
about
him
a butterfly?
He's never been able to get one, but God does he wish he could. He's gotten multiple moths.
Oh, geez.
Multiple of those.
What type of dog do you have again?
He is a golden doodle, but unfortunately, we genuinely think that he has like some type of like syndrome or something. His mother was like a 90-pound like white cream retriever or something. And his dad was like a toy poodle. He was on like 15, 20 pounds. But anyways, basically how it's supposed to work is normally like, he would have been like maybe 50 pounds. They kind of meet in the middle between the two. 50, 60 pounds is what they told us. He hit like 30 pounds and just stopped growing. He looks so unproportionate. Like his paws are fucking huge. And then you look at him and you're like, why is this dog so small? Like even when I bring him to like the haircut place or whatever he's literally 2.5. People still hold doors for me. They're like, bring that puppy inside. They think he's a puppy still because he looks like the rest of his body's still going to fill out, but it isn't. I don't know why he just stopped growing. He's a full grown, like he's a standard size golden doodle. And he just stopped
paws
growing.
And everything. Yeah.
He has like huge paws. His head's big, and then his body looks like a wiener dog. And I'm like, what the
Dude,
fuck?
I gotta see a picture of this dog.
I will. I'll get a photo later. I don't think I have one on me, like to show his full body, but it's crazy.
Oh my god! So that's it for today's Rabbit Hole podcast.
Yes.
Please rate us. We'd appreciate it. It'll help us.
And rate us in the comments down below, 1 through 10.
Don't do that. Rate us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio.
We already, by the way,
what's up?
At the point of this recording, we actually already have. I just looked. We have like actually, I'll look right now just so that we get
almost 100
on
ratings on Spotify.
And then Apple doesn't update as quick.
We have 4 though.
No, but that's fantastic. I mean, and they're all 5 stars.
Absolutely.
So how about that?
That's phenomenal. You guys, I've been getting a lot of Snapchat replies, a lot of Instagram comments, TikTok comments saying you like the podcast. I haven't seen anything bad about it. So I don't like the fucking face that caused it.
Sorry. I forgot I was not by myself.
You do that alone?
A lot.
You and your dog have a lot in common. You both got dum-dum disorder.
No.
No, please rate us though. It'll help us. Maybe we could do this for a living, put more effort into it.
Exactly. It'll help us.
We're both not in our parents' basements.
If you want us to move out and not abandon the show, then I suggest rating, reviewing, and sharing it with everybody you know.
Bar? Okay, Eminem.
Bars? Hold on,
let me do my favorite rapper.
Let me do it again. Walk up in a monster. Sorry. I was going to do the Nicki Minaj line, and I forgot it on the spot, and it's really embarrassing.
Never fuck Wayne, never fuck Drake.
All my life, man, fuck sake.
All right, that's it for today. Anything you want to add?
My ass like a cupcake. Sorry.
Other than that, I guess.
If you do want to eat our ass like a cupcake, rate us 5 stars.
Cake. Not a cupcake, a cup's cake.
If you don't want to eat our ass like a cupcake, also rate us 5 stars.
Yeah. Basically, just please rate us. It'll help us out a lot.
Exactly. Precisely.
Maybe we'll get an ad or 2 later. Maybe next episode we'll have it. Probably not. Maybe 2 episodes from now, maybe we'll have an ad for 3.
Let's shoot for 10.
Episode 10, we'll have our first ad, guys. Don't worry.
That's a good goal.
Yeah.
That's a good goal.
I really fucking hope so, because I can't stand talking to Cause without making any money. You got to pay me to do this shit.
Sorry, I thought you were joking. So
let's just end it like that. No, I wasn't joking. Let's end it like that. We'll see you guys later.
Later.